so match number 2. It's a 2-0 for Zdenek. We are still running the XG++ analysis, but with a full PR point of difference. We would be surprised if the PR result was any different.
Yeah, so it's not going to change the result at all, but it might affect average PR down the road if things get tight. So that's being looked at off-site for maximum correctness.
Okay, so let's see. We're getting some comments that my microphone is too far away from my mouth. Is that?
Are the mics on though, yeah?
The mic is on.
Everyone can hear us. I just can't see the levels.
It's just a little bit low, perhaps. Maybe I should speak up.
Is the gain up here as well? How about the levels? Okay, so mine is fine. It is just marks.
Yeah.
Because my levels go high, but I am American. I can't help that.
Okay, we try to move it a little bit closer to my face.
Yeah, it looks better now.
Okay, so let me know, guys, in the chat if the audio on my microphone is a little bit better now. So what do we have here?
Whose roll is this?
It's got to be Mochy, since the dice are on the right side of the board here.
Okay, so... Oh, we must have entered with the 3 already, right? And now he has a 4 to play. And I don't know why we would give 4s and 2s and then 5s and 3s on the other side of the board to hit. I don't think I would want to play with any more blots when he's about to attack me. But as I can see, now I look at the XG feed, it is quite close.
It does seems like a close play. Zdenek changed his clothes here in the break.
I wouldn't have changed my clothes after the way my dice were rolling wearing those, you know? I'm not a superstitious guy, but I'm a superstitious guy.
He went for something more comfortable, I think.
I think he was getting cold.
Oh, that could be it too, yeah.
Maybe he was getting a bit cold. But I thought he was from a colder place than Cyprus. But we are in a hotel, there is air conditioning. But let me tell you, if I just want a match like that, I'm not changing my shirt, I'm not changing nothing at all. I'm keeping everything on just the way it was.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a cube decision here for Zdenek. He does have threats with 3 blots laying around the board here, but
seems a bit
early. Little bit thin.
Seems a bit early. Seems like it requires a perfecta followed by a fan in order for there to be a pass anywhere, you know?
Right. This is where you can check if you have 2 out of 3 points to double in terms of priming, blitzing, and racing. So here Zdenek is up 9 pips. I think that's maybe gives him half a point. It's not quite enough for a full point. Does he have a priming advantage? Kind of, but it's not really.
Not really. The other guy has the 4 point as well.
So maybe it's more of a blitzing advantage. Yeah, not awesome blitz, but there's something. So it's like, it's close.
Are we double hitting?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
No double hit.
It's too big. Consider it.
Yeah, you have to consider it, but it's just too painful to get hit. Then you got 3 blots on the board.
I feel like you always have to ask those sorts of questions because there will be a time where something like that could be correct. And if you're not thinking about the question, it's hard to find the answer to a question you never ask. 5-3 misses.
Okay, but not the worst. He does anchor up on the 20 point. And now we're getting into a little bit quieter backgammon position. I mean, I don't mind actually after that first match where all the games were just crazy.
I mean, we've had a heck of a break. I mean, I'm sure you've had time to calm down.
Okay, so this is just a standard holding. Not quite standard because we have a little bit of a goalkeeper situation going on with Mochy's rear blot. But it's not optimally placed. He would have preferred that goalkeeper to be all the way back on the 24 point.
Yeah, I mean, it'll increase the number of shots he gets, but it will also increase the number of gammons he loses.
Right. That's the trade-off with a goalkeeper in holding games. But in the early stages, it's always an advantage to have a goalkeeper. It's more later on when it gets risky.
If the race is not close, I would just continue out with the 5-6. If the race was close, I would stay there and maybe play in, but since he's really losing the race by quite a bit, I think I would just come out with the checker.
Yeah, micro inaccuracy here for Mochy according to 4-ply analysis, but no big deal. Yeah, pretty uneventful position here. Maybe we can just give a shout out to our Black Friday code here, BF 2024, to get 20% off of a lot of products in the Backgammon Galaxy web shop.
The 6-1 has to come out.
Yeah, you just liberate a rear checker. What else would he play?
I'm not sure. He's thinking about the ace because of the double blots, right?
Oh, yes.
So he knows that's the 6 for sure, and he's thinking about whether or not he wants to allow the guy to play a number like double 2s, maybe, you know?
That's a sneaky little thing. It's kind of for free to leave it there. Leave the blot there.
Yeah, because 2-6 can't hit you, 2-5's not going to hit you, right?
Yeah.
Are we muted? No?
No, we're not muted.
Someone just asked the question, what's going on? No commentary?
I think we just took a short break, like giving a 5-second, no comments for 5 seconds.
Oh, someone's saying, turn the sound on, George. Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe his volume's just down, but it makes me nervous because it's happened before.
Right, exactly.
You know? Yeah, but sometimes the volume's down.
So here we are in a pretty normal holding game position.
There will be a time, though, where blue will have a decision if they don't roll doubles, deciding whether or not they want to pay now or pay later as the outside points start breaking and the guys on the 13 points start getting stranded. But white's timing looks like he's not going to want to volunteer anytime soon. This right here, I would just clear the 7-point. I wouldn't leave a shot.
Yeah, I think Mochy is too strong here to make the pay now. And Mochy is also quite stripped, which means that Zdenek could probably just wait it out.
Wait for the 13-point to break.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great roll,
That's
actually.
a really good roll.
2-6.
No shots. So we got a question from Mark Cope asking us, how many days does the UB final run for? 3 days, a total of 12 matches. We are now in match number 2. They play
2 of a potential 12.
Potential 12, yeah. Sometimes it's settled before the 12, but it could go all the way to 12.
I would play 4-1 here. Give myself another 5-1, maybe 5-2, so I don't leave a shot. And this comes out to the 18. Definitely, yeah. Create more contact this way.
Oh, the interesting thing is he needs to leave a blot on the midpoint.
You get double shots on everything that isn't a 6-1, right?
2-6, 3-6, 4-6, 5-6.
And you block double 6, which is a game ender.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ah, that's ugly. He doesn't see the...
No, he's not going to do that.
No, that's the Mochy thing. He moved the inferior move first. You definitely come out.
You do that, you get the shot, you hit the guy, you could still lose. You don't want to do that.
That's actually a blunder. It's 80 millipoint mistake. It's down ranked at number 4.
The thing about getting hit with an ace as well is that you're going to have a ton of return shots from the roof, right? With the 5s and the 4s that enter. The guy rolls what, like 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5. You're going to have a ton of shots from the roof. And even if you miss but still enter, you still can take.
Yeah, I think the human play here is just to make the 18
and then come down.
And then come down with 2. But it is a really sneaky move to play 13-9 and leave a blot on the midpoint.
When you see how bad some of the aces are, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5.
Yeah, they're not, I mean, yeah. they're not great.
They're not ideal.
They're not ideal.
Especially when you have a 5-point board on the other side, and hitting back is like a win. So that's first.
There
and
it
of course
is. Now he
he's going to
sees
look
it.
at it.
Now he sees it.
You don't become a super grandmaster by not looking at plays like this.
Let's see if he can find it. He does have a tendency to burn a lot of time early on in the match, Mochy.
It did bite him a little bit last match because there were plays that he would have found had he had more time, for sure.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, his thought process works like, hey, who's to say there is going to be a long match? And then what, I finish with 5, 6, 7 minutes on my clock, right?
Yeah. Okay, look at this. It's exactly what happened, Justin. Mochy did find the masterful play, and then Zdenek rolled 5-1 and leaves shots from the bar. Of course, Zdenek is very happy to hit. It was a good roll.
And the 4-1 is a hitter.
Wow. Game hitter, a game winner. Unless Zdenek performs, he doesn't. This is too good.
Now he's playing on.
Too good to double.
If he picks up the second guy, which he does,
A lot of gammons here.
If he's able to close him out, he'll have more than 40% gammons in this position because of how bad Blue's board is currently. He can play a bit more aggressively for those gammons. Double 6.
That's fine. Speeds things up.
And that should just go to the 3-point, I think, just because it gives you more numbers to make the ace.
I think so too.
Although the computer doesn't agree.
Yeah, but it's so close. Many ways to play this. It doesn't really matter.
I see that green and I get confused that it's telling me that I'm wrong by a decent margin, but I'm not. But Mochy finds the best variation.
Yeah, we got to look at the equity difference because of the hardcore settings.
Double 6. Is this a shot lever? It is.
But there's still.
But it also, ton of gammons.
Yeah. Let's see if Zdenek can roll these 6.
A 6.
Okay.
Now, if Mochy fans 5 times, he's got a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it still too good?
This is a decision.
I forgot he still had the cube on his side.
Right. It is actually too good.
It's still too good. I mean, probably double, I'm not going to lie.
It's like the market gainer here is that if you dance, which happens 16 out of 36 times, and Zdenek comes in, which happens 11 out of 36 times. So basically we can multiply 16 by 11, which is 171 out of 1,296 sequences.
Yeah.
That's the market gainers here. So it's, what is that, like what's that, like 1/7 of the time? Or 1 in 8 or 1 in 7 or something?
Sounds like too much for me. Cash.
Yeah. So, but there's so much gammon in it still, you know, if he, in all the sequences where he comes in and Zdenek dances, the gammon is still alive. And the vast majority of sequences are something where Mochy can just cash it. I think that's why, you know, there is a market gaining possibility, which is 171 out of 1,296.
If
But in all the other
Blue
sequences,
enters, then what? He can't double anymore, right?
then he can't double. That's a market gainer, right?
Yeah.
Then he can't double. But that's it, you know. All other sequences, he has a comfortable either play on or just cash.
I don't know. After last match, I'd cash the points.
Yeah, but Mochy doesn't play like that, you know. He doesn't allow emotions to affect his decisions. Look how he's computing this position, probably at a much deeper level than I just did.
And also in Japanese.
But they still have the 10 number system, don't they?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
What? You didn't know my Japanese was...
I had no idea.
Ah, man. It's the benefits of doing karate most of your childhood.
Okay.
I asked him one day, I was like, do you think about backgammon in English or Japanese? And I think he learned the game in English.
Okay.
Maybe.
So he still thinks a lot in English when he plays? But he chose the right decision here, and he gets rewarded for it twice.
Well, here's the best thing, is that you don't have to think about it each time you have to roll. He's already come to the conclusion, but he's fanned 3 times in a row.
But it's a little bit risky, because what if he's wrong? You know, then he's just getting error after error after error. But luckily,
he's decided that he is not wrong.
Yeah.
But I've also decided he's unlucky.
But wouldn't it be funny if he all of a sudden cashed it now?
I would just be like, F it. Yeah. You see, he's not like, he's not built that way. No. I am. He knows it's the same decision every time. Me, I'm like, oh man. He does Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Has he learned any Portuguese? He's not doing Japanese jiu-jitsu. And his wife is Brazilian, yes?
Yes, my wife is Brazilian. So we speak Portuguese in the house. Okay, a little tactical decision here from Mochy. I don't see any reason to play 3-1. Here
He's worried about big doubles, maybe? Maybe some big doubles play a little bit funnier, like double 5s.
There is the freak occurrence where Zdenek comes in with a 6 and then Mochy can't pass that blot. But it just looks weird to me to strip all of your points from 3 to 5.
I agree with you.
Here you have more flexibility.
He's worried about 6-5.
It's not, not that bad, is it?
And what you said comes true. He still has tons of gammons.
Yes.
Even after fanning 5 times. Right. Because his opponent also fanned 5 times as well.
Okay, so you got to go aggressively for it here. I think that's the right idea.
I agree, because he just might enter, and then there's no problem at all, and you've made yourself even.
Yes, exactly. You made yourself even, and you just got 1 more man off as well.
Oh, and now double 5s.
Typically, when the gammon race is very close, it's worth fighting for it. So you want to go for aggressive bear-off moves. Also, when you've got a crunched opposing position, that means it's not so dangerous to get hit. You can just go ahead and be aggressive.
Because you'll still likely win even if you're hit.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of gammon here. He has to be extremely lucky to save it. How can he?
Only double 6.
Is it not even double 5 works?
No, double 5
just double 6s.
Yeah.
2.6%. Or is it 2.7? My bad.
2.78 or 2.76? 2.76, I think.
2.76.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 2.78. In the chat, let us know.
So 2 points for Mochy. No, sorry.
4.
4 points for Mochy, winning the gammon here.
6? No, I'm kidding.
And the PR race is still somewhat close because none of them really made any big mistakes yet. So even though it looks a bit far between the two, in reality it is very close. Like whoever makes the next blunder will be behind in the PR race.
This is how last match started, by the way, and we saw how that one ended.
Yeah.
So I know ZZ can't give up hope.
Vinicius Santos says, greetings from Brazil. Paulus Hartig asks, what is the first book to read to improve backgammon? Any recommendations? Definitely read How to Not Suck at Backgammon. It's on sale in the Backgammon Galaxy web shop. It's a super easy read. It's written for beginners and intermediates and covers some of the fundamental principles and strategies of the game. Tight asks, I'm newish to backgammon. What is PR? PR stands for performance rating, and it's basically an error rate. And it's analyzed by the computer engine. So you want to play as close to 0 as possible. But if you play 0, you play like the computer with a basically flawless game. If you play below a 4, then you're at a grandmaster level. So in the first match, we saw Zdenek playing a PR of 2.0, which is incredible, and Mochy around 3.3, which is also grandmaster level. Not quite Mochy's usual level, but there's a lot of variance from match to match. Oh, double 6s, fan.
4-1 hits and makes the 20.
We could be getting into doubling territory here if Mochy stays.
Double 5s.
Double 5, not even close. So how do you play this, Justin? Do you come out or do you
point on
go
the guy.
for the...
Because we might get him to fan, and then you could pick up the other guy. So you just do the natural thing, you make the point, you hope he doesn't enter, and then you hope you roll a 4. What's this, 3-1?
I think it's a 3-1, yes.
Must be, because he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
So we don't leave direct shots, right?
It's very close, this one, whether you hit behind the anchor or make this play. This happens to be the best play according to the computer analysis, but it's very close. Look at the two-man down is actually a contender. It's almost equally good.
I couldn't find that play, 2 down.
No, it's tricky, but he does have the better home board. I think
But
that's
also, he's leaving the shots in front of the anchor he doesn't want to break.
it's not that bad. Look at all the return shot he would get. And it comes with a price for Zdenek to break the golden point.
Exactly.
It's actually a pretty cool play to bring 2 down when you have a stacked midpoint like this. Okay, so we are in a mutual holding game situation. Not a great roll for Mochy. Again, Mochy knows that it's terrible to stack the midpoint here, so he's trying to find creative plays, but I have a hard time seeing any. 13 to 10 is a contender, but the best play is simply the safe play. Stack it up. Stack it up on the midpoint. Backgammon Finesse asks if there are any good backgame books. I would recommend Backgammon Masterclass. Mochy writes a chapter in there, a full chapter on backgames. Okay, Alex.
He's really trying hard not to put it on the 13, by the way.
Yeah,
He is really trying hard.
right.
It takes some serious effort to not just play 16 to 13.
Yeah, and he ends up making a mistake here. It might actually be...
And the problem with this is now maybe he can stake some claim in the outfield.
Yeah, right.
Because nobody can attack him on the 5,
Like
really.
this one. He could actually just hit here, and he can't get counterattacked. So he has a decision to make here.
Well, he can get counterattacked with a 4.
Right.
Or 5.
Right. He can get
which is very
counterattacked.
expensive.
That was probably a incorrect statement that I just made, but it's...
He can't get counterattacked on the 5 point with an ace.
Yes, exactly. That's how I should have articulated it. Instead, Mochy made an ugly play here. I don't know if it was a blunder or just an error, but it was not in the top 5.
Which one?
Mochy's 6 to 3.
Oh, yeah, I saw. I think it was like 5th down or something, but it wasn't crazy because obviously he's still playing a 1.47.
Okay.
But he was playing like a sub 1 before that, I think.
Right, okay. And Zdenek made a great play as well with 6-5, choosing not to hit. Mochy made a great play here with double 3, making the 10 instead of the 7. Zdenek is protecting his race lead here. That's why he didn't hit. He's up in the race. Oh, I guess you come out, the double falcon. Yeah, nice roll, actually. Gaining full outfield control, and notice that Zdenek has 2 blots in his home board here, so he can't even hit him effectively with a fly shot. I don't even think he's going to hit with a 5-4. No hit.
Just cover, wait for later.
Yeah, he would have loved to hit, but he can't. Double 4, excellent shot by the Super Grandmaster. We're up to 507 likes, Justin.
That's fantastic.
Not bad.
911 concurrent viewers right now. It sounds nice. Thank you guys for tuning in today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us, and we appreciate that. This 4-3, I would put 2 on the 6 point. I'm not worried about the blot in the outfield. What's this other one?
Oh, he can play to the 12. I guess because Zdenek has 2 men exposed in his home board.
I think also double 5s would play really funny if he rolled it. Because he would have to like leave a direct.
Would he?
Yeah, I think so. I think it would play funny.
I don't see it, to be honest. But maybe you're right.
Or maybe a double.
I mean, what is the gain from going to the 12 point? Is it to be closer to home if it's just a straight race? You're not really worried about getting hit.
No, you're not, because he's got 2 blots in his board.
Armando Prida says that Galaxy should make a speed UBC. That would be so much fun. We actually almost did that this summer, but we decided not to do it anyway. But we would like to do it. In terms of viewership, I think what we just saw in the last game was kind of like a speed UBC in the last couple of games there, with both players running extremely low on time.
What's the race? Is it time to go?
If you play the 6 out, I think he just puts it there just to count the race.
But I think he has to look at this play because you got a blot on the deuce point, you're up in the race.
But I think if you go with the 6, you cover with the 5, right? You cover the 3 point.
Yeah, of course.
Rather than
but
running
the
all the
6
way.
is for sure, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, this is an impressive play. We get to see here that it's a clear play, but over the board, it's never easy to decide to run from an anchor.
The problem is with the other one is you're putting the checkers really deep in your board, and you're going to have to run next time, and you might have the 2 point covered then.
That's actually true. When you put it like that, it seems pretty obvious that you should just go now while you have the better home board and not voluntarily crunch. Yeah, good play, Zdenek. Really good play.
Professional. This is where you're punished for
5-4,
playing
wow.
good. But he can roll a 2. And he can roll a 2-2 if he wants.
Or it up.
Or wear 2-2. 1-1. 1-1 is good as well. 2-1.
He has some numbers here. 4 great shots.
I'll even take a 2-6. Any 2.
Any 2 is fine.
There's
There's
a
the
2-4.
2.
And we just played down.
Of course.
We want to cover.
I think. Ooh, wait a minute.
Or are we just...
You're up in the race now.
Oh no, 5-1.
Yes, you're up in the race. You don't have to cover.
You just want to use the cube.
Yeah, you can just win by racing. And
okay.
Oh yeah, actually, if it's overkill with a slot, because if he dances, you can cube.
You cash.
Yeah.
But if
cash.
the cube was already turned, do you think you just play down to try
Good
to
question.
win?
I think so.
So the computer is
by
only lifting because it's
because
not
of
worth
the cube.
because of the cube position.
It's overkill with a cube, right? And actually, I can see on the percentages here on the screen that is definitely true. The best cubeless play is to bring a guy down and go for the gammon here. But it's overkill.
Because it wins the exact same amount, but it wins
Right.
a ton more gammons.
Yes.
Because
and you risk much more as well.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a play with a cube in the middle. No need to create overkill. You already have a great position here, Zdenek, after Mochy dancing.
This is the difference between playing a 3 and playing a 2.
Right. The Grandmaster.
Because of the cube position, this is the reason why I would do this in this situation versus another.
It's actually a really instructional position for aspiring master level players here. You have to understand this concept. How the great play, Zizka, great play. How the cube influences your checker play. Wow, Mochy strikes back.
Come out.
But Zdenek is super happy that he didn't double. Or didn't leave a blot, sorry.
I don't want to be hit loose there.
Yeah. Aha, interesting. The match score makes this interesting. But, I mean, is he even a favorite here?
He's up 20 pips. If he rolls a 3, and he's down 4, and 3-away, 7-away is a special score in backgammon.
Right.
I know Ali did a lecture on this score that's on YouTube somewhere. He was talking about the special scores, 2-away, 4-away, 2-away, 3-away, and also 3-away, 7-away as the trailer. Mm-hmm. There's a spot where you want to double when you have...
score. Oh, look at this. It is a double. It is a double with 58%.
A big double
It's
as
a big,
well,
oh,
and
it
he
is a
rolls
blunder.
through it.
First blunder.
And
First blunder, but this is a tough play. I would have had a hard... I would have no idea over the board. I would be 50-50.
He stopped to think about
He
it,
did
which
stop.
is...
I would have also stopped, but I don't know if I would have doubled or not. I think it's the first blunder we see from Zdenek in this match. 4-1, a decision for Mochy here. Do you hit or do you wait?
Do you want to win, or do you just want to not lose a gammon?
Right. Look, oh, he's looking at... But again, this is Mochy. He always looks at the inferior move first, so I have great hopes for Mochy here that he's going to find the right play. I think he's just assessing the winning chances if he doesn't hit. And he's probably going to realize that it's quite scary, actually, not to hit, because now you give him a 5 and a 6 to jump out, and you're so far behind in the race that if Zdenek gets freedom, he will win for sure.
And if you could hit, the 5 is open. It's not like you've lost.
Good point.
You know?
Really good point. Perhaps against like the perfect 5-point board, you might not hit, but here with the 5-point open for Zizka, you can definitely hit.
I mean, he could roll a 2-4 and then have to play 6-2. You could fend, and the guy could roll 4-3 again, and then he's got the 6 and the 5 both open, right?
Neil Caceres has a point here. You have to hit. If not now, when? Yeah. Oh, that's the boldest of plays. Maybe that's a little bit too much.
I like it because he has to cover.
That's the double match point move, right? And the gammon go move. But is it the move when you're the cube is actually in the middle, to be honest. So what's the worst thing that can happen? You lose 1 extra point?
You lose
maybe
2
you're right.
instead of 1, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it is the way to go.
I think if you're going to hit, you have to do that. Just because you want to cover.
Yeah, I think so.
So you've got 6s to cover, and you've got 1s and 2s to maybe even make the 8-point, if that doesn't work as well.
Let's see, we didn't get to see the
hint. 2-1,
wow.
and then 2-1.
Wow. Okay, this would be an efficient cube, I think. Very efficient cube if he fans.
5-5.
Doesn't.
Disgusting. Wow. But he doesn't get hit on the deuce point. But
no.
But that's just rude.
1, 2.
Is it possible you clear
1, 2, 3,
the 10? To bring the 10 in or something?
The 10 in is apparently better. I'm not sure why. Do you want to get hit with double 6s?
I was just trying to keep 2
You
guys
want to get
in
hit
the
with double
outfield.
6s. That's why. You want to get hit with double 6s. You get a shot. I think that's why, Mochy sees it.
No, he didn't play to the 3-point, though. Oh, yes, he did.
Yes,
he
did.
Played it like this.
He found the
I see.
perfect play. He found the perfect play. Really strong play by Mochy. I think the tactical idea was that you want to get hit if
because you'll have a 5 from the roof.
You have a 5 from the roof, so hit back. Because double 6s would be a game winner for Zdenek. But not if he is forced to hit and Mochy has an out. Correct, not to cube by Zdenek. Terrible shot.
Now Mochy really wants to hit.
Definitely. Easy hit with the ace.
So
what about the 6? Do you stay back in the outfield to preserve outfield control?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Keep a guy in the outfield.
Right.
You still get a cover by playing in, which you didn't get before with the other number.
Yeah, this is not that difficult of a play, I think. I mean, you definitely hit.
You can't do this,
You're
though.
just giving him a 5 to win. 5-2, 5-4, 5-5, 5-6.
Here, the 2s don't necessarily win. Now that the 6-point is stripped, he could roll a 2-3. He could roll a 2-4. Right? Numbers that leave shots in your own home board.
That's true. Right. That's a great argument for hitting here. All of the pad entries for Zdenek, where he has to break his home board while coming in. Even a 2-4. Like
2-4. 2-3.
Immediately breaks. Oh, this is...
No, he won't do this. He's down 40 pips, right?
Yeah, and he's down to 1.5 minutes on the clock. Wow.
That sounds not ideal. This happened last match where it looked like it was going to be all over, then all of a sudden he had like 5 more games to play. And even though obviously his speed level is much better than people think it is.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, his speed level.
I was trying to mention that in the previous game. First I praised Zdenek for his speed game, and it was absolutely incredible. But of course, Mochy's speed game is also absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
It's probably the two best speed players in the world, actually, sitting right there.
Him and Mislov as well. Mislov is...
Ryan Rubello could
Ryan
perhaps
Rubello's
also
very
be in
fast,
there.
yeah.
Very fast.
What's the problem here?
Yeah, that's...
I was thinking about the
score.
cube.
It's the match score, but it's a gammonless position, as we talked about, with very high winning chances. So yeah, you just got to ship it. It's actually not even that difficult, even at this score. Can Zdenek blunder a take here? No, he cannot. Good play from both sides. And it's 5-0 for Mochy. Download the Backgammon Galaxy app for iOS or Android and see how you rank among the stars. Backgammon Galaxy is the main sponsor of the UBC. Remember to follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our Instagram tag is Backgammon Galaxy, and on X, Bgammon Galaxy. We're posting lots of content there these days with interviews from the players, reaction videos, all ambient videos and stuff like that. So go follow us on Instagram and X if you want to see some of that content.
So you've decided to go with the name change, right? And just start calling it X now as well?
I guess that's what it's called, right? That's the name of it.
It is what it's called now. Yeah, this is a good play here. I don't think there's anything else besides breaking the 18 and doing this. The twos are heavily duplicated as well. Not that that would change my mind at all, but everything else is just going to play over his head.
Yeah, it's the perfect roll.
And he does roll
now.
a 2. Perfect.
And then he slides into the range.
Yeah, if I were an animal, I'd play 6-5, but I'm not.
That's the most desirable play, but we cannot, very often can't be allowed to just play what we desire. You know, it's too risky. Backgammon is also a race, so you don't want to get hit all the time. I don't see anything else. Good. Okay, yeah. Okay, so he doesn't double this?
I wouldn't have.
What's the pip count?
But you can get away with it now.
Now you can double, yeah. Now you can. Even with 5, do you still double with 5 men on the midpoint? Usually you need to get down to 4 to have market losers, so you can clear the midpoint. But I think you can double.
His position is very robust, but...
I think you can double. The match score, it's super easy for Mochy to take at this match score in a gammonless position. So maybe Zdenek is right. I would love to see the hint here. I hope Mate gives us a hint. He didn't give us a hint.
I guess you make the 5 and then cube, yeah? And then it's a pass.
No, I think...
No, you make the 5 and then cube, and then it's a pass.
Yeah, but so is this.
Why wouldn't you just make the 5, though?
It almost doesn't matter.
You're trying to trick him into a take or something?
Could be, yeah. You know, I've heard Zdenek talk about this idea before. So he made a slightly inferior play. And maybe he gets Mochy to make a mistake here. Yeah. I mean, it's tricky. What a sneaky strategy here from Zdenek. He might get Mochy to make a mistake here because of that, the way he played the double fours.
I mean, that would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious, actually.
Okay, he does take it. Okay, good take. Sorry, he did blunder.
He tricked him.
Oh, he did trick him.
He tricked the guy.
Wow.
Well, that was mean.
Wow. Oh, he's
Mochy's like, you should have made the 5 point. If you made the 5 point, I would have passed. Well, I didn't think that was going to work.
Right, and even though Zdenek, I think he's just 24 years old or 25, he's a seasoned pro. He's been playing high-level backgammon since he was 13 or something like that. So he knows all the tricks, and he was a great apprentice of the late Falafel.
Yeah, Falafel for sure.
The late and great Falafel.
Wow, that was pretty...
Falafel would have been proud in that moment there.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
How he out-tricked Mochy and takes back the lead.
I would have come out with the 5 and played the 2 in. Is that...
Interesting. Maybe because of the blot of Zizka's 1 point.
I would have stayed there on the... But whatever, maybe it's fine. I'm not sure, but I'm just worried that I might be losing my own midpoint soon.
Yeah, Actually, the hidden cover here is best both at the score because of gammons, but also at double match point.
Yeah, I think so.
More games.
You know, this is the only problem with his play is that when you get taken, you win less.
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
You know,
right?
when you get taken, you actually win less games because you've got to get over this. So yes, he causes his opponent to make a blunder by taking, but now you have to win.
Yeah, but still, Zdenek is very happy that Mochy made that blunder here.
That's for sure, because we're playing a game within a game, right?
Yeah.
But if we were playing for money, I don't mind the pass.
Okay, he does find the best play. 4-3.
3 point.
Okay, it still works. Not the best, but not bad either.
Certainly wishes that 5 point was closed, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Those gaps make it very difficult for Zdenek to come home here without leaving shots.
With the gap there, though, like without the gap there, there's no way Mochy would have taken that.
Of course, the gap is absolutely essential.
I don't think you can do this.
Wait.
There's no way you can do this.
This is a decision. It's more gammonish.
I don't care. You don't leave shots when you have positions like this. You just don't. It's against the code.
But look how close it is because of the gammonish.
I believe it, but
nature
like,
of this
it's
play.
against the code because you can lose. Right? If you're in a one-way holding game, as the checklist goes, we don't leave shots.
I think he's going to make this play, Justin.
I don't doubt that you think that, but I don't think Zdenek Zizka is going to leave a shot.
Yeah, maybe not. Okay, he comes. Okay, you were right.
It's a part of the code of the holding
right.
of the one-way holding game.
Yes, you're not supposed to leave shots.
You're not supposed to leave shots.
Yeah. But the complicating factor was, of course, the match score and the fact that he'd already doubled. So you do win more gammons if you do that. Oh, again, a similar decision here.
Again, you don't leave shots. So you go to the 1 point. So I say it frequently when I do commentary, like I just don't leave shots. But when I say that, I specifically mean about like one-way holding game positions until my position gets to a point where I'm faced with a pay now, pay later situation, right? Which hasn't come up yet. But it is coming soon to a theater near you. And when you don't leave shots, sometimes you roll good numbers.
Yeah, you just have to wait for it. Oh, double sixes.
Double six, all right. And we makes the 1 point.
He's too far behind in the race.
And now he rolls a 6-4. Nope, 6-3. Imagine doing all of that to get to that point and then rolling the 6-4. How rude would that be?
4-3, yeah, you just run. Seems like the right idea.
Got ourselves a match again. Do you feel the comeback coming on?
Could be.
Uh-oh, double six.
Double six again, okay.
Mochy's not giving up.
We counted him out in the race, but all of a sudden, he's not that far behind.
Not after double sixes, but most people aren't down by much after one box.
Oh, double fives. Oh, wow.
Rude. How rude.
Wow. Is he ahead in pips now?
I'm afraid to count. A little bit, but I would say his position is a little less efficient than ZZ's.
Yes, that's true. So it seems rather close.
So it's 9 to 11, and now Zizka has, what, 8 checkers off? No. He's got 8 checkers left. Yeah,
yes.
He's got 8 checkers left.
8 checkers left.
And 5-3.
And Mochy's got 10 after this move. So Zdenek is still a big, big favorite here. Big favorite.
But Mochy's lined up for those medium doubles. He tried.
Despite rolling 3 big ones, it's not gonna be enough. Okay, maybe it is.
ZZ's helping him out a little bit. Six-3, okay. He doesn't want to miss, I'll tell you that. 2-2, what a fantastic number.
Yeah, and
we get off of the 6, and we set up the 5-2 position.
Right, leaving 19 out of 36.
Or even if he rolls a big double, he'll still be a small favorite.
Yeah. So Zdenek has 19 out of 36 dice combinations here to bear off. He doesn't get it. Mochy has a chance. Mochy has a chance, double 3 or better, so 4 out of 36.
And that never happens.
There's a deuce, so nope.
2's in the window.
5-2.
2 away, 5 away.
Yeah. Download the Backgammon Galaxy app for iOS or Android and see how you rank among the stars. Backgammon Galaxy is the main sponsor of the UBC. Okay. 6-3 for Mochy, opening roll. We've got the comment, Justin from Catastrophic, saying that Justin looks like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
I have never heard that in my life. You know, he says is Sheldon, doesn't look like Sheldon.
No, that's Rebello who says that afterwards. I don't think you look like Sheldon.
He didn't say I look like Sheldon.
He did.
He says, no way. Impossible.
Okay, so we've got a PR of 2.2 for Mochy and 1.6 for Zizka. So both players are really performing at the moment. Was that the best play from Mochy?
Apparently.
Nah, I think it was a
No?
small inaccuracy.
13-9 was better. He was just worried about double 5s.
And now he's placing too good to double, which got to be correct at this score here.
6-4, I'm just making the 2 point.
Yeah. Or sorry, I'm not even sure if it's too good or not, but it's at least it's a no double because he can easily win an undoubled gammon here.
Yeah, you don't want to give up on your chances to win a gammon here, so I would just play 2 down.
Two down.
Seems pretty clear.
Like maybe double match point, you don't bring 2 down, maybe you step up or something.
Well, he's doing this to try to put pressure on the 3 point.
Okay.
Instead of bringing an extra checker down.
But leaving himself vulnerable to double 5s.
Yeah,
but
and also
enough.
one fewer checker in the zone, right? And
Yes.
this hits 2.
Okay, not bad. Hitting 2. Zdenek desperately need a 1 here.
He needs an... That is the wrong side of the dice.
Oh, that covers. This looks like a gammon to Mochy. And the question is, does he have enough decisions left to grind down his PR below 1.61 like Zdenek is in right now? Mochy is at 2.3, 2.30, and Zdenek is in 1.61. But
It's possible.
Zdenek doesn't have any decisions left here.
Not unless he anchors.
That's a hit.
He needs a 5, and if he rolls 2 of them, it could be fun.
Maybe it's good for Mochy to get hit here just to gain more decisions. Because if he closes him out too quickly, which he will, of course, he might not have enough decisions to get below 1.61.
Here I would come up, by the way, after covering, because the 4 doesn't really help you anywhere else.
Right.
And then if you rolled double 5s, it would be pretty annoying.
Okay, Mochy's going to attack that blot on the 3 point with everything he's got.
And then the 5 comes down.
Yeah, adding covers. I think Zdenek is happy to not roll a 3 here, actually.
He doesn't know the PRs, though.
He doesn't know the PR, but so
He's probably nervous, actually. He's probably pissed.
Right. He wants to have easy decisions. So he's actually not happy right now, but if he knew the PRs.
When you're losing like this, you probably think you're not playing as well as your opponent.
Yeah. But Zdenek is playing like a monster so far.
It's true. Double 6s could leave the door open.
I think
6-5?
I don't think Mochy has enough decisions here.
He could leave a shot with 6-5 immediately.
Of course, it's going to go to the XG++ analysis.
6-4, though. Okay, that's a good number.
Yeah, he's going down with four PR pips for each roll here.
He just wants to clear from the rear.
Yeah.
And Zizka's losing this. There's no doubt about it, unless he rolls like a 6-1 or something. Yeah. That'll start it off. Double 4s is a perfect number.
But it's not.
But it's forced.
It's forced. It's not
no
a decision.
So, perfect for the win.
Yes.
But this has only been looked at 4-ply, so it still needs to be really looked at, yeah?
That's true. We will get it analyzed.
So there will be some wiggle, but we don't know how much yet.
Right. It could change. This is a shorter match than the first one, so it could swap.
The ace is good luck.
Does it count as a decision? Or
I'm not sure, because he can't win. Did it move?
Yeah, he moved it from 3 to 2, I think. But
no, but did it move the needle from 2.01?
No, it didn't. So it's a gin position.
So this is gin, double 5s.
Gin position.